Hi everyone, David here again, and welcome to the second guitar video. And before we begin, let's tune up our guitar and make sure we're all tuned together. So here we are, the low E, the A string, the D, and the G, and the B, and last, the high E. And we'll play our G chord that we learned. Sounds pretty good. Okay, let's get started. Today we're going to do some variations of the G and the C chord. And basically, if you remember our first guitar lesson, we talked about this G chord, third finger, third fret, second finger, second fret. The pinky on the high E string on the third fret is our G major chord. And if you do a C major chord, it's basically your third finger. The third finger here, if I can get it up without giving you the finger. On the third fret, and your middle finger on the second fret on the it's actually the D string, and your index finger on the second string here, first fret. So it looks like this. So if you put those together, you get, you play it all open. So you want to play those, all those open notes. So it sounds like this. And that's C major, so I'm sure you've seen this chord somewhere, or you've definitely heard it. So the nice thing about this chord is it goes really well with the G chord, because in the key of G, the C goes really nice with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to create like a strumming pattern, and this will be good for you to practice while you're learning how to strum, and maybe even getting better at strumming, getting more rhythmic and more natural with just the right hand movement, with keeping the rhythm, keeping the beat. So basically what I'm going to do is keep a pattern of this, where it goes, it's like down with a little kind of rhythmic. Here, I'll show you what I'm just talking about. It's like this. And then I'm gonna switch to the C major chord. And back to the G. So I'm just going down, down, up and down, 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 up and down, 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 up and down, 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 up and down, down. You can just play along with me if you can. This is something really good for you to practice, because it builds confidence in your ability to change between the two chords, and to allow yourself to just get really familiar with just a basic rhythm pattern that you can get into a song, and you can kind of just strum and just kind of like a vibe through a song and let it just breathe, and it's just really nice. So basically we're just going to do it one more time. Okay, now that we've got some basic rhythm to this, I'm going to teach you a different chord, and it is a G, but it's actually called a G with no third, and all that means is that there's, in the G major scale, you have what builds every chord is a 1, a 3, and a 5, okay, and that's called a triad, or, you know, it's basically the how you build a major chord. Without going into so much theory that's going to confuse you, what we're going to do is we're going to take the G and we're actually going to do a G with no third, but it still is a G. It's still within a G major sound. So, and that's basically what it looks like. Is you take your middle finger, you put it on your low E string, 3rd fret, press down, and then you take your 3rd finger and your pinky and you place it on that 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 4th finger, your pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret, both on the 3rd fret. Hold those down and then go back and hold down that low E, 3rd fret, all the same fret, and then just play all the open notes together, everything together. And that is a G with no third, okay? And it's a nice chord because it's real open, it's very transient, it has a lot of just open textures to it. It's a really nice, breathable chord. I use it quite frequently. And the cool thing about this chord is it's totally movable, even within the G major key. And what I mean is that, remember how we learned this C major chord? What we can do is take this same shape, what we just learned, and we can move it all the way up to the 7th fret, or sorry, the 8th fret. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, okay? So we take this same shape, we move it all the way up, 7, 8, exact same position, play it all open, all the notes, play it all open, and that is a C with no third. Okay, so it's basically C no third, or C5. We'll just say C no third for right now. The nice thing about that is it's still open, it's very breathable, it allows you to strum that, it feels really nice, very nice and open. So basically, now when I want to go back to the G that I just learned, I can slide all the way back down. So all the way back down to the same position, back to the G. And this time I'm going to slide all the way up to the C. So take a little bit of time and kind of familiar yourself with just moving up and down the neck. If you slide a little bit, make a little screechy sound, it's okay. So now that you've got familiar with that, what we're going to do is go back to that strumming pattern that we did before with this pattern, you know, we're going to take this shape, the G no third, we're going to do that. And then we're going to move up to the C. Up to the C. song to this. You can, create some kind of melodic moving part to, within your band, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. It's just, but it's really nice, Back to the C. And then we're going to end on the G. 1, 2, 3. Here we go and end. Now the cool thing is that if you take this shape, and then you remember our first lesson when we did these cool little these cool moving parts all in the key of G. Well, if you take this same shape, you get back into that same rhythm pattern, the G to a third, up to the C. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move down this shape. See, watch. I did was on that I just went, and then I took off this finger here. Okay, so that's all I did. I went. Put it all together, okay? Up to the C. We're going to go back to the G this time. Up to the C. That moving G part. And into the G. And then you're done. Hey, thanks for playing along, and I hope you've learned some great stuff today. And be on the lookout for the next email and video from me. And thanks for watching. Bye.